Alrighty, good morning, Sequim High School. We are beginning our registration. We actually began last week. So today, which is Tuesday, right? It's really Friday. We're doing this on Friday, but it's Tuesday right now. So Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, we have Dan to get ready for Thursday. Thursday, you will schedule in your language arts classes, okay? So I got the big five things I need to talk about. Before that, though, I want to give a shout out to the man behind the camera. It's really not a camera, it's his phone. Devin Hibbler, thanks for setting this up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he even commented right there. There you go. Okay, first thing, number one of the big five. We are imploring you to take your registration seriously. At Sequim High School, you look at it, son? At Sequim High School, we do a student-generated schedule, student interest one. So what we do is based upon what your requests are this next week, that's how we'll build our master schedule. So please take it seriously. For example, if you sign up for something because you're sitting next to your friend and you think you want a particular art class, but then your friend moves and you decide next fall to take something different, we're going to say, no, this is what you signed up for, because that's how we build our schedule and that's how we generate who's going to teach what. So take it seriously, the first one. Next one, for the first time in a long time, all four classes, freshmen, sophomore, senior, and juniors, are on the same graduation requirement schedule. For like example, right now our seniors only need 22 credits, so Devin's sitting behind the camera only needs 22, the rest of y'all need 24. Next year when you are registering, which you are registering for, all of us are on the same 24 credit schedule next year. I know you've heard that for 3 years, but I'm going to say it to you again. The main thing that you need to hear about that is if you do the math right and you have 6 classes a year for 4 years, that's 24, and you have to pass every single class. If you have not passed a semester class at any point and have not done a 0 hour, then you need to make that up somehow. We will be offering summer school again this summer, so be looking for that if you are credit deficient. Number 3, if you're keeping track at home, personalized pathways. Those are also brand new. They will start next year for the very first time. Personalized pathway says this: if you do not want to take a graduation requirement is world language now, 2 years of world language. If you do not want to take a world language class or one of your art classes of your 2 requirements, then you have the opportunity to do what's called a personalized pathway. I'm sure your DEN teacher has told you about them. They basically mean instead of taking 2 credits of world language and or an art, and let's say I want to be a welder and not go to a 4-year school, I can take more welding classes in place of those. But to do that, you have to fill out the personalized pathway document in your DEN during scheduling. So that was number 3. So what number are we on now, Devin?
Number 4.
Good, thank you, sir. Number 4 is what's called the 2-for-1, which is also a new benefit for you guys. 2-for-1 means I can take a particular class and I can have it count for 2 different things to meet my graduation requirement, but it doesn't count for 2 credits. I'll give you an example. I'll give you 2 examples. A lot of you right now are in Biomed, which is a new Project Lead the Way class we're offering here. If you're in Biomed, you can count that for science, and you can also count that for meeting the graduation requirement of CTE. Okay, you only get 1 credit in one of those. You can choose either CTE or science. I would choose science if I were you, and then I would take my CTE and I would check that off that I've met that graduation requirement and I don't have to take another CTE class down the road. Same thing would hold true for those of you in ag science or ag bio. You could do science and a CTE class. But again, not 2 credits, only 1 credit, but 2 graduation requirements. If you have questions, come talk to me, your counselors, or your DEN teachers next week. And the last thing I have is, before that, shout out, because we're going to be watching this on Tuesday too, my DEN, little freshmen, you guys are the best DEN I've ever had this year. That's good. Devin's laughing, that's good. The last thing I would say is this: our science offerings have changed dramatically, as you probably know. If you are in any one of the Project Lead the Way classes, please work with your science teacher on what the next step is. For example, if you're in a class called Biomed, like I already talked about, you will go to human bodies next year, which is different for us. So work with your science teacher, much like your math teacher is going to make a recommendation of where you go next. We're doing that in science now. Think that's it. 1 take. Devin didn't think I could do it.
I didn't think so.
By the way, while I'm on the camera here, shout out to the staff team, which crushed the seniors last night.
No, we won.
It was not even a contest. They had to buy, I think it was $300 they had to buy in points, and they still lost by 6. So, all right. Have a great time. Again, take it seriously because we are building our schedule based on what y'all want. Have a nice weekend. Oh, no, it's not. It's Tuesday. Have a nice week.